o'clock. Let's make that was ridiculous. Let's make this thing a little smaller here. That still's ridiculous. There we go. I'm liking this. Welcome to the show. My name's Ben Hartley. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I am in the Mastermind Group and broadcasting this out to YouTube as well. But the Mastermind Group is the place that I hang out and you can talk to me live, just helping coach creatives. And so thank you so much for being here. If you could do me a solid, if you're watching this, whether on YouTube or on Facebook, I'm going to see the comments come through and just say hi to me. Let me know that you're watching. If you're new to this community, also let me know that. Hey, first time watching, I would love to just express my gratitude for you being here right now. Yeah, huge clock. That's a huge clock. That L is really important, by the way, in this comment. I can't stress the importance of the L. It's a very critical L right there. Hey, thanks for being here, you guys. For those of you who have joined my live streams faithfully in the past, I use Ecamm Live. I'm now using a new software, and it looks as though it seems to be putting everyone as just Facebook user. And so I do want you guys to know that unfortunately I can't see your name. Otherwise, I'd be able to give you a shout out by name and welcome you in here, but I can't do that. About 30 seconds, and then we're gonna get into the content here today. So. Oh, man. Awesome. Let's see. Hey, Ben, I'm catching up on the units, and I love what you're doing. I really appreciate that. If you guys aren't familiar, again, for the last, honestly, it's been over a year. I've done daily live videos for over a year. And so if you search inside of the Facebook group for just about anything that I've posted, you're going to see live video after live video after live video. A number of them are saved up in, it's either called the guides tab of the Facebook group or the units tab. It just depends what version of Facebook you have, depending on when they updated it. And so in the guides tab, there's going to be a ton of content there on getting new bookings, on sales, on business growth, on mindset, on past interviews that I've done for the Six Figure Photography podcast. And so if you're ever feeling a little bit bored, like, I don't really have anything to do, or you've got a long drive, you can just head over to the units tab and go take a look back through all of the past content that I've put together. My timer is up. And so let's jump in, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. So again, I'm in this group Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday live. However, I also do the occasional dedicated free workshop. And I want you guys to know right now, on March 4th is the next workshop date. The most recent workshop I did, it is saved. There is a replay in the Facebook group. That workshop was on how to handle objections and get more bookings. You can catch a replay again in the guides tab of this. However, March 4th at 3 p.m. EST, I'm going to do another workshop. Here, actually, let me go ahead and pull this up, benhartley.com/workshop. All right, let me share my screen over here for you guys. So, how to make more money, I'm sorry, not more money, how to make money with print products without being salesy is going to be the next workshop that I'm going to be doing on March 4th. This is going to be everything I'm going to cover. There's no sell at the end. I'm not going to ask you guys to buy anything. It's just like all free content, really good shit. I mean it when I say that. My reputation's on the line. And so it's just going to be incredibly solid feedback. Now, and when it comes to printed artwork, right now we average over $3,000. It's like $3,100 per client just on print product alone. And that number is profit. That's not just the sale amount, that's the profit. Okay. And so this is going to be a really great workshop. If that's something that you're interested in injecting into maybe your portrait business, if you're a senior photographer, newborn photographer, families, babies, huge upside there. Or even if you're in weddings, and if you currently average, let's say $1,000 a client, $1,500 a client, I'm also going to be getting into ways to 2x that, to hit these kind of 3K plus averages. Now, just to be clear, I'm saying averages because some sales that I have will be 0, right? And then other sales I have will be 6,000. Well, the average is 3,000. You know what I'm saying? So, So that's what's going to be happening. Sean Gordon, he's the owner of Kiss Albums, Kiss Books. He's going to be joining me, and he actually just released a book here this year called The Stack, a book entirely on album sales. He's going to be joining me for Q&A after the workshop, or rather, I mean, it's really like as a part of the workshop, but towards the end, okay? And so he and I are going to do a lot of Q&A. I know that there's so many questions kind of wrapped up around print sales. All right. So you guys, let's get into it. Let me see the comments coming through. Where did my little thingy go? Okay. Awesome. Yeah. Someone says, I have that book and I loved it. It's a really solid book. Not sure how you feel about the setup. Yeah. So I have done like a little bit more of a polished setup, really thinking about the YouTube audience and wanting to make stuff look good for them. But hey, all good things. Now, today we're going to be talking about copywriting for photographers. And I really wanted to focus in on pain as a part of the copywriting conversation. So I do a lot of coaching for photographers, and I see all of you guys posting in the Mastermind Group being like, hey, here's my website. Can I get some feedback? Hey, here's my landing page. Can I get some feedback? I pretty much always see the spam of website requests, like feedback on my website, right? All good things. I occasionally will click through those when I do have a little bit of free time. Sorry. I just said I had free time. And I'll look through them, and I've noticed a couple trends in regards to copywriting for photographers. So Donna Miller has this incredible book called Building a Story Brand. Many of you have read it. I have multiple copies of that thing just kind of like floating around. And what he says is this. He says that there's a character, right? There's a character. That character is the hero of the story. That hero is your client. So there's a character, and that character has a problem, okay? Well, they meet a guide. You're the guide, right? And as the guide, you give the character a plan, you call them into action, and you give them success. Now, that's actually not it. As a matter of fact, I meant to say it even this way. There's a character who meets a guide, who gives them a plan and calls them into action, and it ends in success. This is what I tend to see on photographer sites. Okay, now if you're familiar with Donna Miller's brand, I skipped two really important parts. Okay, in any story, there must be conflict. In any sales, there must be conflict. Otherwise, there's no solution. Why is anybody hiring you? They're hiring you to solve a problem. And so we need to have some amount of pain in our copywriting. And so again, what we need is a problem, and we need the end result is we're going to help them to avoid that problem. We're going to avoid failure, okay? So the full way that Donna Miller spills it is this. There's a character who has a problem. So many websites, again, you're just trying to be all, and I get it, we're in weddings, we're in portraits, we're in babies, all this stuff, and so we don't want to address the problem, and so we just keep being like, yeah, everything's going to be great. It's going to be the perfect experience, and it's going to be romantic and beautiful and classic and timeless and all these words. It's like we're so scared to address that there's any problem. And then the other thing is, we get to the end of this whole narrative. There's a character who's got a problem. They meet a guide. That guide gives them a plan. He calls them into action and helps them avoid failure. We tend to skip that, and all we talk about is the success that they'll have. You're going to have heirlooms, you're going to have timeless photographs, you're going to have a keepsake, you're going to be able to relax and enjoy your day. So we talk all about the benefits, the success that they'll have, but I rarely see photographers really getting into the pain. So it's either that issue, or some photographers have been paying attention to this concept for a little while, that we need to have a proper dose of pain, that there needs to be a little bit of conflict. And so some photographers, they've read Building a Story Brand. Maybe you've just heard me share a little bit about this. Maybe you've gone through my course, Book Solid, where I talk a little bit more about pain. I also have a free 5-day challenge that I did where I talked a lot about pain. It's in the units tab of this group. And some photographers, they go a little overboard. And so this is just a check-in with you. I think the big video, or the big call to action for this video, is check in with yourself. Take a look at your copy. I'm going to share with you guys some examples of some copywriting that I've done. And you need to make sure that you're at least addressing that there's a problem and you're going to help them to avoid pain. But we just need a little pinch of salt. We just need a little pinch of this pain, because it goes a fucking long way. And I've seen photographers' websites that just keep beating it over the head of like all the pain and all the problems and all the stress and the anxiety and all the things they're trying to avoid. And it really starts to like feel like one of those shitty infomercials that starts out in black and white and they open the cabinet and they get hit by the Tupperware and then they stub their toe and then they get a divorce and their dog dies, all in like this one little, you know what I'm talking about? Like the pain is just, it's like, it's a hyperbole. It feels too much and it leaves a bad taste in our mouth, just like too much salt would. And so check in with your copywriting to make sure that you're not like dishing out too much of the problem, dishing out too much pain. You just need a pinch. What I'd like to do is I'm going to take a look at the comments here real quick. And we'll see if there's anything relevant there. And then I want to actually share with you a couple different websites, a couple different things of copy that just, they're not perfect. I'm not showing you these because this is the end all, but I'm just going to show them to you as maybe references of like, what does this look like to acknowledge the problem, to acknowledge the pain in a way that's not overbearing, in a way that still prioritizes and focuses in on like the benefits and the joy and the results that you're going to bring to your couple's lives. All right. And so let me hop over here and I'm going to share my screen real quick. All right, so this is a new website that I just put together with the help of Launch Your Daydream. Launch Your Daydream designed this website for me. It's built on Showit. If you're interested in the best website hosting platform ever, Showit is the ticket. I am not even an affiliate with them. I don't get shit for it. If you use the code Ben Hartley, they'll give you a discount. I don't get anything for it, but they'll hook you up with a discount. Ben Hartley for Showit. This is how we built this site. I used Tonic's theme and then Launch Your Daydream, put it all together. So let's just take a look at this real quick. Okay, win more bookings, maximize your profits. So we're starting off on the right foot. We're starting off with like, hey, this is what's in it for you. As a photographer, when you land on the site, you're going to win more bookings, you're going to maximize your profits. And then I go into this. So you know, photographers often struggle with, we've got a little bit of pain here. Photographers often struggle with getting more inquiries, charging what they're worth, taking the business to the next level. Yeah, I help with that. Learn more. Coaching for creatives who want to thrive. You deserve to win, right? So this is just a way to show you guys what it looks like to just give a pinch of that pain, to recognize like, hey, I know your problems. I've been in your shoes. I've been to war, I've come back. This is what I've seen. And because of that, because I know your pain points, because I know the stresses that you're trying to avoid, I can more effectively help you than anybody else. All right. Let me show you another one here. Yeah, someone just says, I regret starting with Squarespace. Showit looks so good. Yeah, it really is. And listen, I say this after I've been on Squarespace. I've been on, what was another format? I've been on WordPress. I've been around a number of places. All right. Yeah. Too much pain ends up scaring the couple. Yep. All right. So let me go to another one here. This is Style and Story. This is my wedding photography website right here. And so #1 wedding photographer in the United States, like top 50 in the world. I'm letting people know what's in it for them. Authentic, dynamic, emotional photographs for couples who value real. And then I go on to say this, you should enjoy your own wedding. You made it this far. Why hold back now? Too often, couples regret feeling overly posed or awkward. I say, let's do something different. Let's make magic. Our style photography is authentic and intentional. Think humanity meets wonder and awe. So go ahead, lean in. Enjoy your day. Pour another glass. Kiss each other deeply. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Be here now. Notice, it's just a pinch of pain right here. I'm just letting them know, hey, I know that the thing you're trying to avoid is feeling overly posed, is feeling awkward, right? And so I'm going to address that. I say, let's do something different. This is a great example of just a little bit of pain. And I don't mention it. I'm not going into it any other place in the website. Sometimes I see photographers, they'll do it well here. They'll kind of give just a little pinch. And then the next paragraph down, they're just like, and everything fucking sucks. And you don't want boring and you don't want stale. And you don't want to waste your time. And they just like keep beating it over that. As a matter of fact, so my friend, so Ben Adams, his wife Lacey, they started, let me actually open up Facebook real quick. They started doing some interior design work. And I'll just pull this up here. Let's go over to my homepage. So Lacey started an interior design thing called, let's see here, what's it called? Lacey Adams Design. And I wanted to help my buddy out. And so I shared Lacey Adams design on my page here. And when I did, this is what I wrote about it. I'm thinking about copywriting. I'm thinking most people want spaces in their home to be inviting, fresh, and cohesive. I'm thinking about what people want without spending a fuck ton of money at Restoration Hardware. That's what the $3 signs means, by the way. It's a fuck ton of money. But like me, feel like they're just guessing at how to accomplish it. So I'm addressing the pain. We want this thing. I don't want to spend all this money. I'm unfamiliar. I feel like I'm just guessing at how to accomplish this. That's where Lacey Adams comes in. She helped us design our sitting room in our home, our consultation space for our clients. She's my go-to. As a matter of fact, she actually helped design this little space here. But so this is just a little way to kind of address like, hey, people want this, but they don't want this. They don't want to spend a whole bunch of money at Restoration Hardware, and they don't want to just be guessing at how to accomplish it. So this is just another way to kind of show just that pinch of salt for you guys. All right. So that's what I wanted to do today. I'm going to stop kind of at that part of the conversation. When it comes to copywriting, we need all those things from Donald Miller's book. We need a character. We need the hero. We need them to have a problem. They meet a guide. That guide is you, and that's going to be all your about page. They know you're the guide because of empathy and through authority. And as the guide, you're going to offer them up a plan, a process that they can actually kind of see themselves through. They can envision what it's going to be like to work with you. And when you give them that process, that plan, you then have to invite them in. You have to say, hey, listen, contact me. Let's connect. Let's dream this up. Let's move forward to the next step. And when you do, this is what you're going to avoid. This is that pain that I'm going to help you dodge. And this is the success that you're going to receive on the other end. All right. So you guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Let me hop over here to comments. I will say this, at 3:30 EST here in 10 minutes, I'm going to be hopping over to Clubhouse with my friend Devin Robinson. And over on Clubhouse, we're going to be hosting a room, just going to be doing some Q&A on how to get more bookings and how to win more inquiries. Okay. How to win more inquiries, how to get more bookings, and how to maximize profits. We're just going to do some Q&A of like what's working. We're going to hear from you. It'll be a 30-minute Q&A. And so make sure that you head on over to Clubhouse. 3:30 is when we are going to be starting that room over on Clubhouse. So make sure that you come over and join. Was literally just researching how to hire out copy for my website because it's my least favorite part of my business. I understand. Listen, you guys, if there's any skill to learn, I really believe in the longevity. If you're going to be a business owner, there's so much value in learning copywriting. There really is. Because through copywriting, I get that you want to hire someone to do it. It's a great place to start. It's a great place to learn is by first hiring someone and observing how they do it. But anytime you need to make any sort of copy for a new page on your website, or even just updating thing over the years, maybe you hire on someone, or you've got a new service or a new solution to offer, or maybe you start a new business or a separate niche. Maybe it's not just weddings that you're going to do, but you're going to branch off and do portraiture. To be able to be equipped to at least write some form of copy, to write your sales copy for Facebook ads, to write. Oh man, I'm trying to think of all the places, even when you host a group like this. So I host this group for you guys as photographers, even trying to come up with the copywriting that goes into the posts here. It's such a valuable skill to learn. And so if you're curious about that, there's a number of resources that you could do to start. But honestly, Donna Miller's Building a Story Brand is probably the really foundational one. It's really more than just copy. It's really about brand. But that's an incredible starting place just to understand some core framework for effective copywriting. So there's a lot of options out there. Yeah, damn Apple people making the FOMO. Okay, sweet. Yeah, so regret starting in show space. When are you going to have the one-on-one coaching link up? Hey, so on my website, benhartley.com, currently the coaching is not available. I'm holding off on coming up with what I'm going to do because I'm actually really curious about offering long form coaching. In the past, we've done 1 month long coaching. And so it would be, over just a 4 weeks period of time. I'm really curious about what it might look like to do long form mentoring, coaching for photographers over a full 12-month period of time. And so I'm just trying to come up with the framework of how to do that, what that would look like for my life, being a dad of 3, husband, running a photography studio, hosting the podcast, doing this live videos for you. How can I effectively do that, give you guys a fuck ton of value and still enjoy my life? And so as soon as I figure out what that model looks like, I will let you guys know. In the meantime, if you're wanting time with me directly, the Abundance Workshop is the place to be. The next one is April 21st, I believe. No, April 18th, 19th, 20th. Yeah, 18th. I believe it's April 18th. There's a link for the Abundance Workshop on the benhartley.com site, but that'd be the place to go to where we could actually get like really dedicated time together to work on your business. So, okay, good. Yeah, fuck time value. Other than the book, do you have any other recommendations for places to help develop the skill of copy? Other than that book, do you have other places that you recommend for developing the skill of copy? So I've got more books. I mean, it's no mistake that when you're wanting to learn copywriting, the best ways to learn it is through other copywriting, through other books. There's an incredible book called The 16-Word Sales Letter. The 16-Word Sales Letter. And that book is incredible. It'll really help you learn sales copy. Another one is called the One-Sentence Persuasion Course. Let me think. I believe that's what it's called. The One-Sentence Persuasion Course. The One-Sentence Persuasion Course. Hold on. I'm Googling this right now. Yeah. So the One Sentence Persuasion Course here is over on Amazon, and it's a book. It's called a course. It's a book. Highly recommend that by Blair Warren, the One Sentence Persuasion Course. And then another really great book is going to be from Russell Brunson on copywriting. Russell Brunson copywriting. It is called Copywriting Secrets. Russell Brunson's book, Copywriting Secrets. These are all books I've read. Russell Brunson, I mean, there's a bunch. I've really been trying to become a student of copywriting over the last 5 years. It's a lot of work, but it's been absolutely valuable. Okay, good. Well, thanks, you guys. Listen, I'm going to be over on Clubhouse here in the next 7 minutes, so I can't wait to see you there. Thank you so much for being a part of this community, for tuning into these live videos and continue to pour into each other. YouTube, as you're watching this, come and join the Mastermind Group. There's 13,000 photographers here, and it's the place where I can actually answer your questions, your comments. I'm a little scared of the YouTube comments section. Totally not even fucking lying about that. The YouTube comments section terrifies me, and so I just avoid it because I want to like myself. And so if you want me to see your comments, head over to my Mastermind Group. I'm sensitive. All right. Cheers, everybody. Bye. Oh, also, let me know what you think about this setup. Some people, I saw one person being like, hey, I don't know if I like this setup. Feel free to lend a little feedback on the setup if you like it or not. Cheers, everyone.